Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you a brief tour of my front porch and yard because people have been requesting it. If you like this kind of content, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. And of course, you can always find me on Instagram at Nicole North Garden. Here we go. Okay, so here it is, my repainted deck. I'm gonna try to insert a picture of what it looked like before, but basically it was like a rusty red color, all one color, and the decking was in really bad shape, which you probably saw in some of the hauls that I videoed. So we used a product called Decor that we got at Home Depot in, I think the color was called Pewter, and then this is just exterior white, I think it's semi-gloss or satin finish paint by Behr. This is the window box that I planted several weeks ago. And again, we've had a ton of rain. I'm grabbing the first sunshine that we've had in a while, so my blooms are not exactly what I would want them to be for this filming, but if I wait, I'll never get it filmed if I wait for the perfect weather. Here's a watering can that I bought at a yard sale last year, and I just planted a type of sedum and a portulaca in it. The little frogs playing checkers. It's really heavy, like concrete, and I picked that up off the trash a few years back. I love these guys. Let me come up the stairs. This bench my husband picked off the trash for me. It used to have a design on it, but it got really faded, so we just painted it white this year. I don't know what that is, some kind of scratch. But we just painted it white. The other side of the flower box, you can see I have a little fairy house and just a little squirrel. I always try to put little touches in all of my pots, just for some added whimsy. This is the mailbox that I painted and planted a few weeks back. It's doing really well. And I like to do red, white, and blue on my porch because it's great for the whole summer, in my opinion. I think nothing says summer like red, white, and blue. I picked up 4 of these galvanized buckets at a house. They were throwing them out last year. And then I got this milk can also off the trash. And it was black with someone's house number on it. So I just painted it a navy blue with Rust-Oleum this year. These are just these are birch branches. I got this mat at TJ Maxx just last week in time for the grad party. It's a little wet from the rain we've been having. This sign I just got at Kohl's this year. My plan is to make a patriotic wreath, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I have all the ribbon and the flowers. I just haven't done it yet. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna film the haul. If I do the wreath, I will make a separate video. This country porch sign I've had forever. I got it from my mother-in-law years ago. This I got at a yard sale. You saw it in one of my yard sale Sundays. And I planted in that. This I got at a thrift store last year for $2. I really like old watering cans. This one I got for free. Someone was getting rid of it and gave it to me. So that's the top level of the porch. And then we just have this little sitting area. This is that project I just posted a few weeks back. Those are popcorn tins that I got for free at a yard sale. These are red petunias. They look great. They're just not blooming because the rain finished off the blooms that were there, and so I'll probably have new blooms on that in a few days. This is more red portulaca. Got some of my blue lobelia here. These are Dusty Millers, and I honestly forget what that is. And more sedum. I really like to use sedum because it comes back, so it's a perennial, but it looks really nice in pots. This is that magazine holder I got several weeks back in one of my thrift hauls. I think it was a thrift haul, or was it a yard sale? I don't remember at this point. But I did the graphic, the same graphic that I did on the popcorn tins. You can see how I did that in the popcorn tin video. But I did the same thing here. because I wanted them to look like they all came from the same flower market. And you can see these blooms are all finished from the rain. So when blooms finish, I just pull them off like that. This way the plant doesn't waste its energy making seeds. And then it makes time to make, it uses its energy to make new blooms. These are what the portulacas look like when they open. This was from a thrift store. Nope, that's wrong. This was from my mother-in-law. She sent me some patriotic decor she was getting rid of. These were from a thrift store. This I got from a flea market last year. This used to be red. I spray painted it blue this year because it was looking really faded. This is red verbena. Again, it got finished in the rain, but you can see I'll have more blooms on that soon, and a dusty miller. So all my plants are really simple. They're all just in that red, white, and blue theme. This is a great white flower I love to plant. It's called Bacopa. This chair was $15 at Home Depot this year. And the bicycle pillow was from Home Depot last year. This pot I got from one of my favorite nurseries. It was on sale for 50% off last year. This I got in one of my early thrift hauls this year. This I recently picked up at a yard sale for 25 cents. And this was from Home Goods last year, just like a little bird bath. What it looks like from a distance. This was an old fire pit that we used, and it got all dented and awful over the winter. So I actually just spray painted it in copper, and I'm using it as a bird bath. And I got this little guy at a yard sale. I think it was $1 or 50 cents or something recently. This cafe table and chairs we've had for years, but it's a little dirty right now from the rain. But I did spray paint it recently, just this dark color, that oil rubbed bronze, just to freshen it up. Here's one of my picture projects. You can see I glued the beads on it to make it look like water is pouring out of it. I do need to put one hole in it because it does collect water, which makes it then fall forward. I noticed that today. So I'm going to put one hole kind of down here so it won't be noticeable, and then it can drain when it rains. That's my blue hydrangea, Endless Summer. They still don't do great when it gets to like -50, so that's why I planted it close to the house. So I'm hoping that it'll stay a little warmer over here because it's close to the house and survive the winter. These are irises, and the bunnies keep nibbling at them, so I'm gonna actually move them. I have a bunny garden in the back where I move everything the bunnies seem to like to eat. So those are gonna go in there. And then I picked up some free hostas the other day. They don't seem to bother my hostas for whatever reason. So I'm gonna replace that, move that out, and put some hostas in. All these daylilies are from a neighbor. She gave them to me last year. This is like a, I forget what kind of, it's like lettuce something hosta. I love it. And it gets really dark purple flowers on it. This I got free at a yard sale recently. It was very dark, like oil rubbed bronze. So I just threw a coat, a really rough coat of white on it, just so that it would show up a little better in the garden. That owl I've had for years. I just planted this. It's creeping phlox, so that'll get little purple flowers in the spring. And then most of these plants came from a friend. The sedum, this is sedum, and the catmint. She was just splitting some plants and gave me a ton, so that was awesome. Thank you, friend. You know who you are. This is a baby hydrangea that she gave me. And that hydrangea is a white one, which I planted last year. This is my gazing ball. So that's a bowling ball. And I used silicone to cover it in those, you know, they have a flat, they're flat on one side from the Dollar Tree. I did that years ago before I had a YouTube channel, but it's lasted. I love it. And it looks nice. Gives a little pop in this side of the garden. Mint. And these are the free hostas that I just picked up in Minneapolis. Nope, that's wrong. I was in Mankato when I got those. Then we have, this is just the front of our house, and this is a pepper plant. I never have any luck with pepper plants, and so my cousin told me to plant a single pepper plant in a great big pot. I'm actually gonna put a sign on it that says that. And it seems to be doing great. I think I'm gonna actually get peppers this year, which I don't ever get them. I don't know why I have such a problem with peppers, but. And here's another blue pot. This one my neighbor gave me. She didn't want it anymore. Okay, so that's my front porch and front yard tour. Stay tuned in the next couple days and I will post my backyard and back deck tour. I had to split them up because otherwise the video was going to be too long. If you like this kind of content, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. And of course, you can always find me on Instagram at Nicole North Garden. Have a great day.